Welcome to Bloom Pilates. My name is Amy and I'll be your instructor today. Today I'm joined by Mia, Jake and Em. Mia is going to be doing our beginner modifications, so if you're new to Pilates or a beginner, just follow along with Mia. Today we're going to be doing a ballet-inspired Pilates class. You don't need any props, just yourself and your mat. So let's get started. We're going to come to the edge of our mat, making sure that our feet are hip-width apart, knees nice and relaxed, and we're going to exhale, roll down, chin to chest, rolling through the spine, upper back, mid back, lower back. Inhale and exhale, slow and controlled, rolling all the way back to standing. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest, rolling down vertebra by vertebra. Inhale, hold, and exhale, slow and controlled, rolling all the way back up to standing. Let's do one more roll down. Inhale, exhale, rolling down, upper back, mid back, lower back. As we exhale, we're going to walk out into our downward facing dog. If you can't straighten your legs, you're just going to bend your knees slightly, and from there we're going to come into our pedals through the feet. Really trying to press your heels down into the mat, just warming up the backs of the legs. And we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping your right heel pressed down into the mat, we're going to extend the left leg. We're going to lift it up and then tap down. And exhale, lift and tap. We've got 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back into those pedals for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pressing the left heel down for me, we're going to lift the right leg. We kick it up and tap down for 8, 7, using your breath, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing both heels down, we're going to roll forward, coming into a high plank position, slowly dropping our knees down and coming straight into cat-cow. We're going to exhale, round through the spine, and inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. One last time. Exhale, round. And inhale, arch. We're going to extend our right leg out, and we're just gently going to push back into our toes. So pressing your heel back towards the wall, getting a nice calf stretch, and then rocking forward. And we press back and forward. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that leg where it is, we're going to extend the left arm up to the ceiling, coming into a little twist, and bringing that arm through. We're going to come into threading the needle. So we inhale, hold, and exhale, lift, and we thread the needle. Let's do one more. We lift and thread the needle. Coming back up onto your hands and knees, we're going to switch sides, so extending that left leg out, and we're just going to rock back and forward. For 8, nice and slow and controlled. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extending your right arm up to the ceiling, and we thread the arm through, and lifting your arm up, and threading it through. One last time, lifting your arm up, and threading it through, and then coming onto all fours, pushing back into your rest position or child's pose. Holding it here for a few deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. Slowly coming up to a seated position when you're ready. And we're going to come right forward towards the edge of our mats. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to exhale slow and controlled, rolling all the way down, lower back, mid back, upper back. And then what I'd like you to do is bring your feet back a little bit so that you've got about 1.5 feet space between your heel and your glutes. We're in that neutral pelvis, you've got that blueberry-sized gap just underneath your lower back and the mat. We're going to think about that capital Y position, so the rib cage drawing down towards the belly button, the pubic bone zipping up, so really thinking of contracting those abdominal muscles. We're going to lift our arms into first position. We're going to bring them back into fifth without moving your torso or expanding the rib cage. Opening them out to the side and bring them back to first. So really focusing on engaging those abs without the ribs and the torso moving. 2, 3, and it's just natural breath work. So deep inhale and exhale. 3, 4, 5. So we're trying to isolate the arms, feeling the movement through those shoulder blades. 5, 6. We have 2 more. 7 and 8. This time we're going to reach back to fifth. Bring your palms to face the ceiling. Relax the backs of your hands down onto the mat. We're going to tuck the tailbone under, squishing that blueberry-sized gap. We're going to engage your glutes and hamstrings, peeling your spine vertebra by vertebra off of the mat. Inhale, hold. Imagine that tray of gin and tonic resting on those hips. And we're going to exhale slow and controlled, rolling all the way down, upper back, mid back, lower back. And again, we inhale, tilt the pelvis. Exhale, engaging your glutes and hamstrings. This should feel like a really good spinal stretch. Inhale, hold, and exhale, slow and controlled, upper back, mid back, lower back. Let's do one more of those. We inhale, tilt. Exhale, engaging your glutes and hamstrings, peeling your spine off of the mat. Inhale, hold, and exhale, slow and controlled, upper back, mid back, lower back. From there, we're going to open our arms out into a T position, palms still facing up to the ceiling, bracing those abdominal muscles. So modified version, you're going to lift your heels off of the mat, squeeze your knees together, and you're just going to peel your hip off of the mat. Full variation, we're going to bring our legs up to tabletop, making sure we're coming into that full point, and we're going to inhale, lift your left hip. Exhale, using those lower abdominal muscles to come back to center. Inhale, lifting your right hip, and exhale back to center. Inhale. Exhale, really focusing on that capital Y position within your torso. inhale, exhale. We have 2 more, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Bringing your arms all the way down next to you. Again, palms facing up to the ceiling. Modified version, your feet are down. You're going to lift one leg up to tabletop tap. Lift the other leg up to tabletop tap. Our full version, we're going to come into toe tap. So we tap the toes down. Exhale, lift. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, try and reach those toes further away, so towards the front of your mat. Inhale, exhale. We have 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So really feeling that core firing up now. We're going to go into modified version. You're keeping your head and chest down. We're going to extend one leg out into single leg stretch and bring it in. Extend the other leg out and in. So that's modified version. We're going to do 6 of those. So it goes a count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we extend both legs, 7, come in 8, modified version. Full version, we're going to interlace your hands behind your head. We're going to exhale, lift your head and chest, pressing your breastbone down. From there, we inhale, extend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I messed the counting up, everybody. Nobody told me that I messed the counting, so we'll try that again. So we go 1 and in, 2, we'll say that's the practice run, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we do both legs, full version, arms and legs go out, 7, lifting up, 8, and we repeat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, both legs, 7, coming in 8. One more set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, both legs, 7, lifting up, 8, and then relaxing all the way down, bringing those legs down, opening your legs about mat width apart, arms out into a T position, and we're going to drop the knees to the side, and then just switching over to the other side, so coming into our windscreen wipers. How's everybody feeling, okay? Everybody at home good? Right, so hopefully starting to feel those abs firing up. Coming into our roll-ups, we're going to do a little bit of a ballet variation of these today. So modified version, you're just going to come up into a roll-up for me. Just a normal roll-up, and then coming all the way down. More of an intermediate modification, you're going to come up, lift to tabletop, and then coming down. And then the full version is we're going to do a grand battement kick as we lift. So we roll up, grand battement, and then all the way down. So everybody in the studio, pick your version. If you're following Mia, we're going to do the beginner version, which is just the normal roll-up. At home, if you want to do the more advanced version, you'll follow me with the grand battement. So we're going to do 8 kicks on the one side, 8 kicks on the other side. So reach those arms up, we take a nice deep inhale, and we exhale, lift 1, rolling down. Exhale 2. So if you're following Mia, you'll do it at a slower rate, so you might not do as many roll-ups as we're doing. 3. Exhale 4. Bracing those abs. 5. 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful, everybody. Ready to do the other leg. We take a nice deep inhale and we exhale, lift 1. Using your breath 2. As you get tired, we don't want the lower back to take over. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6, you've got it, 2 more, 7, and last one, 8. And then just a full roll up to come up. So we inhale to prepare, exhale, rolling up, upper back, mid back, lower back, and coming into a full forward fold. How are we feeling? Nice and warm? Nice and warm, everybody. Good, right, we're gonna come all the way back to a seated position now. So what I'd actually like everybody to do is just turn yourselves around. At home, if you are on a carpet, you might want to keep your socks on and use your socks to make your feet a little bit slippy. But in studio, we're gonna turn around, or actually, Em, you're going to have to turn around. Jake, you're going to come a little bit forward. Mia, you're going to come a bit forward, and I'm going to face this way. We're going to come into some développés. We just need to have a bit of a slippy surface for this one. So we're going to reach those arms up to fifth, open them out to the side, making sure we've got a beautiful straight back. We're thinking of that capital Y position within the torso. Now, it's not about how close you get your knees to your body. It's more about engaging the core, keeping that back nice and straight. So we're going to go 1, knees come in, 2, open out to the side, 3, stretch, 4, close, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just reaching those arms up. Again, reaching forward into forward fold. If you want to flex your feet, it makes the stretch a little bit deeper in your hamstrings. So that's a really lovely one to work on rotation for développés in dancing and just overall turnout. Coming all the way to a seated position, we're going to come into some arm work. So entirely up to you how you'd like to be seated. You can come up onto your knees, which I'm going to do, or you can just cross your legs, whichever feels good for you today. So we're going to roll the shoulder blades down and back, again thinking of that capital Y position. From there, we're going to reach our arms out to the side, palms facing up to the ceiling. We're going to exhale, pull those elbows in, coming into W arms. And as you go out, rotate those palms down. So we've got 10. 9, 8, and I want you to imagine that your arms are wading through thick toffee, so you're really resisting them in and out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to keep those palms down, and we're just going to rotate our palms up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping those palms down into 10 little arm circles. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring those arms into first position, lift them up to fifth, and then bring them down. And lifting them up and down. So we're actually doing the movement from the back rather than your arms. You're thinking of your shoulders, the backs of your shoulders, lifting your arms up. We've got 4, 5, using that breath, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. From there, we open to second, up to fifth. 9, 8, 7, lengthening the neck. 6, 5, 4, trying not to forget about those abs. 3, 2, 1. We reach those arms up. Press your palms, the backs of your hands together. We're going to come into swan arms. We come down and lift up. 9, 8. Doesn't really matter what they look like, but the idea is that you're thinking of that swan lake, that black swan. Bringing those arms up and down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and roll those shoulders out. So hopefully feeling the upper back warming up. How are we feeling? Everybody good? And rolling forward. Everybody's very quiet in the studio today. All right, from there, we're going to come onto our hands and knees now. So just making sure at home that you don't have anything behind you or in front of you that you might knock over. We're going to make sure that our hands are in line with our shoulders, our knees are in line with our hips. If you need to, modified version, coming down onto your forearms. So from there, we're going to brace those abdominal muscles, really thinking of that tailbone tucking under and lengthening away. We're going to extend our right leg out, pointing the toes, and I'd like you to keep your leg parallel, which is quite difficult for dancers, as we always like to go into that full rotation. But just to strengthen our legs, we want to make sure that we're working in parallel. So we're going to exhale, think about your glute and hamstring activating, lifting the leg, tapping down. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So just remembering that feeling, we're going to bring that knee back in, flexing our feet. We're going to lift up into our knee lift. So we're tucking the tailbone under again. Bracing those abdominal muscles, we exhale, hover your knees just off of the mat. And inhale, tap down. Exhale, inhale, lift, and tap. 4, tap. 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Again, remembering that feeling, because we're going to combine those two movements now. We extend the right leg out, lifting up out of the shoulders, making sure to tuck that tailbone under. We're going to lift into arabesque, tap that foot down, lift that left leg up. Bring it down. And arabesque lift, tap, up, and down. Just 4 of these. Lift, tap, up, and down. Lift, tap, up, and down. Last one, lift, tap, up, and down. And just opening those knees nice and wide, pushing back into your rest position. Taking a deep inhale through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. Coming back up onto your hands and knees, we're going to repeat that over to the other side. So again, bracing those abdominal muscles, making sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders, your knees are in line with your hips. We're going to extend that left leg away, making sure it's parallel. And we exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Bringing that leg in, flexing those toes straight into knee lifts. We exhale, hover the knees. Inhale, tap. 7 and tap. 6, tap. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. And we extend that left leg out again, so we come into arabesque, tap, knee lift, and down. 2, tap, lift, and down. 3, tap, lift, and down. 4, tap, lift, and lower. Again, just opening back into rest position. Finding your breath, just taking a deep inhale through your nose and exhaling out through your mouth. If you feel like you need to stretch your wrists out a little bit as well, press your palms together, bring your hands behind your head, and you'll release the tension in your wrists and also get a really nice stretch through the triceps, so through the backs of your arms. And when you're feeling ready, we're going to come up and onto our side. So we're going to lengthen that bottom arm all the way down, palm facing up to the ceiling. More modified version, you're going to bring your legs a little bit further forward towards the front of your mat. So you're in a V position with the body. Full version, we want to try and keep the feet in line with our hips. Our fingertips are going to press gently into the mat, and we like to try and aim to do this in a rotated position. So think of a little first position. We're going to brace those abdominal muscles, thinking of lifting up out of the bottom oblique, and we're going to exhale, lengthen both legs away, and inhale, hover them just off of the mat as you come down. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 4. 5. 6. 7. Last one, 8. So modified version, you're going to drop that bottom foot down onto the mat. Full version, we're trying to keep that bottom leg just hovered off of the mat. And from there, we're going to come into retiré position, extend the leg, and bring it all the way down, so into a développé. 2, extend, and down. And if you want to make it even more challenging, bring that top arm into 5th. 3, and down. 4, 5. Again, working through the breath, big inhales and exhales. 6, lengthening both legs away. 7, and last one, 8. Pressing your fingertips back into the mat, bring those knees all the way in next to you. So again, modified version, keeping your feet pressed into the mat, you're going to lift your knee, lift the foot, tap the knee, tap the foot. Full version, we're going to lift both feet off of the mat and repeat the same series. So we lift the knee, tap, toe. So we're basically going knee to toe, knee to toe. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring those knees together, slowly lower the feet all the way down onto the mat. From there, before we go over to the other side, we're going to extend our legs out, rolling over onto your stomach. to come into some extension work. So we're going to open our knees nice and wide, press your heels together, and just make sure to flex your feet. So you want to make sure that your feet aren't dropping down towards the floor, that your heels are lifted to the ceiling. Forehead is resting onto your hand. We're thinking of lengthening the tailbone away. We're using the glutes and hamstrings. We're going to exhale, press your heels to the ceiling, and release. Exhale, 2, and release. 3, 4, exhale, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We hold it there, and we pulse our feet up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing down, bringing those legs parallel, squeezing those inner thighs together, lengthening your legs away so much that your knees start to lift off of the mat. We're going to lengthen the back of your leg, so really working on that hamstring, imagining that the back of your leg is made of toffee. And as you lengthen, we're working on just the hamstring activating, and at the very last second, you can start to activate the glute to lift your leg, and then bring it down. So we think hamstring, then glute, and lower. 3, lengthen, engage the glute, and lower. 4, extend, and down. Aiming to keep the back nice and neutral, so we don't want to lift into that arabesque too high. We've got 3 more. 2. Last one, hamstring, glute, release. Now we're going to add on to that a little bit. We're going to bend that leg, press your heel to the ceiling, extend into arabesque, and lower down. Bend, heel press, extend, and lower. 3, heel press, extend, and lower. 4, heel press, extend, and lower. 5, heel press, extend, and lower. 6, press, extend, lower. 7, press, extend, lower. 8, press, extend, lower. And from there, bringing both hands just underneath your shoulders, lifting up into upward facing dog. And again, just pushing back into rest position. If you need to, just a little bit of movement side to side. It's very busy outside today. Everybody enjoying the sunshine here in Wales this morning? And from there, we're going to come all the way up, and we're going to repeat everything to the other side, and then we'll come over and repeat that extension to the other side. So we extend that bottom arm out, palm facing up to the ceiling. Modified version, bringing your feet towards the edge of your mat, so you're more in a V position. Full variation, we're going to bring those feet in line with your hips. We've got that blueberry-sized gap just underneath your bottom oblique, fingertips pressing into the mat. And from there, we're going to exhale, lengthen both legs away. Inhale down, really making sure to rotate the legs out. 2. Exhale, 3. 4. 5, bracing those abs. 6. 7. And 8. Holding it there for full version. Modified version, dropping that bottom leg down. Getting ready to come into those développés. We bring that top leg up into retiré. Extend the leg out and bring it down. To make it a bit more challenging, bring that top arm up to 5th. 2, extend and lower down. 3, extend and down. 4, deep inhales and exhales. 5, 6, imagine that you're pressed up against an imaginary wall. And as you bring that leg up, that leg sliding up against the wall, sliding down. Last one. And lower down. From there, we bring those fingertips back onto the mat, bend those knees in. So we're going to go knee to knee, toe to toe. So keeping your feet down on the mat if you're doing the beginner version. Full version, we're going to lift our toes up. We go knee to knee, toes to toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly bring those knees down. From there, we're going to extend our legs out, roll onto our stomach, opening those legs nice and wide again, coming into our froggy press. We're going to bring our forehead down onto our hands, heels lifting up to the ceiling. Lengthening the tailbone, we're going to exhale, press your heels up to the ceiling. Inhale, release. Exhale, 2, and release. 3, 4, exhale, 5, 6, 7, holding it there, 8 little pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Stretching your legs all the way out, squeezing your inner thighs together, keeping your feet nice and parallel. From there, we're thinking of the right hamstring lengthening, just the hamstring, and at the last minute, extending or engaging that glute, and release. 2, hamstring lengthens, then the glute activates, and release. 3, so imagining the back of your leg being made of toffee, and that toffee lengthening away. 4, release. Exhale, 5, release. 6, 7, and 8. Bending that right leg, we're going to go into heel press, extend to arabesque, lower down, bend, heel press, extend, and down. 3, press, extend, down. 4, press, extend, down. 5, press, extend, down. 6, press, extend, down. 7, press, extend, down. 8, press, extend, down. From there, pushing up into upward facing dog and pushing back into rest position. Holding it here for a few deep breaths. Sorry everybody, the road is really busy today. Like I say, it's nice sunshine, last sunny day in Wales, so everybody's out and about. And we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. Coming into cat stretch, we exhale. Round through the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. One last time, exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Flexing your toes, pushing back into down dog. Taking the second just to think about your body, how it feels now after the class compared to the beginning of the class. We're going to start to pedal through the feet. Slowly start to walk your feet forward. Walk your hands back, grab hold of your elbows. Little rocks, side to side. Relaxing your knees, slow and controlled, rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Pressing your palms together, little upper back bend. And exhale, release. Thank you so much everybody for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this ballet-inspired Pilates class. Please let us know in the comments if you enjoyed this class and if you'd like to see more of these. We hope to see you in the next one. Bye.